Now at 10, area businesses talk tech and cybersecurity at Joplin's Tech and Innovation Summit. Plus, a Pittsburgh business owner honors the history of Native Americans. And why the Baxter Springs Police Department say it's important to make sure your house numbers are clearly marked.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
4 state businesses learned the latest about protecting themselves from online threats. This is KOAM News at 10. The Joplin Area Chamber of Commerce today brought together local technology-related businesses to discuss tech issues, including e-commerce and digital workforce development. But one major topic was cybersecurity, and many businesses were there making sure they don't become the next victim of ransomware.
We do have a very large clientele. We use online for almost everything anymore because everyone uses their phone to book something. They give us calls. We keep an extensive database on people's phone numbers, emails, addresses, everything. So learning about the data security as well on that has helped us out to where we can go in and implement some measures to keep those safe.
Today's Technology Summit was an inaugural event for the Joplin Area Chamber of Commerce. The next summit is already scheduled for November 3rd and 4th of 2022. Now today's KOAM News Now Instapoll, our question: on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that your online information is secure? You can participate at KOAMnewsnow.com/vote or through the KOAM News Now mobile app. We're going to check in on the final results in just about 10 minutes. Right now, Doug Heddy joins us with a first look at the weather.
All right, Dow, it turned out to be a pretty good Friday, plus it's Friday. We're heading into the weekend, and we had a nice day. We started out a little bit on the frosty side at 37, but 58 for a high, 5 degrees below our norm, but we're going to get much closer to this mark by the time we head into the daytime hours tomorrow. It's quiet. Nothing's going on outside. It was a great evening for high school football. The entire Central Plains looked pretty good, so we're going to stay dry over the next few days. Temperature is still kind of chilly tonight. Upper 30s to lower 40s as of right now. I think most of us will drop back kind of in that 38 to 40 degree range a little bit later on tonight. So a cold start, could have some patchy fog across the region. 49 by 10, 59 by noon. Then a high temp of 64 degrees. Gets even better by Sunday. We're going to look at that, plus our next chance for rain here in just a bit.
Catch you then. Joplin's Mercy Hospital will host a kids vaccination clinic in just over 2 weeks. That's going to be on Saturday, November 13th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. They'll have 300 doses of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine available. The clinic is by appointment only. You can find a link to set up an appointment in this story on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. The Baxter Springs, Kansas Police Department is asking residents to take steps to make sure first responders can find homes. The department says a lot of homes do not have visible numbers to indicate the house address. Those numbers should be clearly visible and at least 3 inches tall. The department says that while they'll find the houses of anyone who needs assistance, the extra time it takes could prove costly in an emergency.
You've got an infant. We've had several in the last months, infants that aren't breathing or something like that. You've got a 60-minute or a 60-second time frame to get that child back to breathing. And if you spend 60 seconds or 90 seconds trying to find a house, then it's too late. And we just can't afford to take that amount of time.
The police department says the law requires you to have clear address numbers on your home. Area students today toured Pitt State's Kansas Technology Center. The College of Technology hosted an open house and expo. Officials say more than 800 high school and community college students were expected to attend, exploring career opportunities such as automotive technology, graphic design, and construction.
We have live demonstrations. We have opportunities for students to make things, to do different activities, everything from light painting and photography to running construction simulators or excavators, to making things in plastics or in architectural manufacturing management.
The event also provided information about scholarship opportunities. And that is a look at our top stories and weather within the first 7 minutes of KOAM News at 10. Still ahead, it's Native American Heritage Month, and people are honoring the rich traditions and heritage of Native people. We're going to look at how a bookstore in Pittsburgh aims to do that through education. November is Native American Heritage Month. It's a time to honor the heritage and contributions of Native people. One bookstore in Pittsburgh certainly is doing that. KOAM's Bronte Sorotsky tells us how the owner is using her store and heritage to educate four-staters about this month's importance.
Native American Heritage Month is observed all month long and even year-long at Books and Borough in Pittsburgh. Darcy Schultz co-owns the bookstore with her husband. Originally from Miami, she's a member of the Peoria Tribe of Indians of Oklahoma, and she's using her heritage and store to educate four-state residents about Native culture.
We still do a lot of research. We're, always looking for Native authors.
This month in particular, the bookstore will host various book clubs to study Native American literature, as well as a ceremony to recognize the land the bookstore sits on by acknowledging its Native roots.
The land acknowledgement is when you put together a statement, and they're all a little bit different, but you are recognizing the land that, if either like this physical building is on, and honoring those nations that it's their ancestral lands. It's a statement of respect and memory.
For Schultz, sharing her heritage and identity not only helps the community learn more about her culture, but allows herself to as well.
I'm still learning my own culture, and that's kind of common too, where you feel very disconnected. And so I just kind of want people to think like, well, we're on this journey together.
And she wants to make sure Native Americans aren't overlooked, which is what this month and her store are about.
We're still here, and we're doing things. We're business owners. We're part of the community. That's important for everyone to know.
In Pittsburgh, Bronte Sorotsky, KOAM News.
For more information on programming or books by Native Americans, that information is going to be on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Doug's right back with the complete forecast. First, though, we take time to honor a local veteran. Corporal Robert Arnold served in the U.S. Army. His hometown, Joplin, and we are proud to salute Corporal Robert Arnold. He's tonight's four-state hero.
It definitely turned out to be a fantastic Friday for us today. After a cold, frosty start during the morning hours, temperatures, they were down into the upper 30s for overnight lows, but it turned out to be a nice afternoon. You can see a great time-lapse Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Of course, Indigo just outside of Seneca, Missouri. Look at the leaves are changing. We're getting actually very close to our fall foliage peak here over the next couple weeks. Look at our lows during the morning hours, upper 30s, so we did have some patchy frost. We went near 60 during the afternoon, so a very nice day. It was a great evening for high school football. We've dropped back into lower 40s. And again tonight, I think most of us will drop back kind of in that 38 to 40 degree range, but it looks okay outside right now. We're quiet. It's 42 south winds at about 6. Dew point 37. This number cannot drop below that number. So that's a good indication as we get closer to 100% humidity that will drop back to about 37, 38 degrees a little bit later on tonight. But nothing going on. We have clear skies here. Central Plains look good. This is our weather. The next few days, a whole lot of nothing, and then we'll start to tap into that storm system out across the Pacific Northwest, but not until about next Tuesday or Wednesday. So until then, we look pretty good. All right, quiet night, 38 to 40 for us tonight. We warm through the 40s, 50s, just about a perfect day tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies. We're going to go into the 60s after a chilly start. Here's your forecast. 38 in the morning, 59 by noon, high temp is 64, and here's other good news. It's not going to be windy, so just an all-around nice day. Tomorrow night looks fine, lower 40s, gets even better by the time we head into Sunday. We shoot upper 60s to near 70. In fact, if you're traveling up I-49 to Arrowhead Stadium, 325 game, it's going to be perfect. Temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 60s for the Chiefs game. And then as we go into early next week, we'll start to see some changes. Monday still looks good. Clouds increase by Tuesday. We may get a random shower. Better chances, though, late Wednesday into Thursday. We could get showers and thunderstorms, and then it turns sharply colder behind that system late next week. All right, 64 tomorrow, 69 on Sunday. Of course, the clocks drop back an hour tomorrow night, Sunday morning. Of course, now with technology, our phones do it for us, but don't forget, 72 on Monday, and then those rain chances Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, I don't like falling back.
I know it. Kind of
Oh, well.
stinks.
Thanks, Doug. Now we're going to check in one last time on our KOAM News Now Insta poll. Again, we've been asking on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that your online information is secure? Well, if you're not very confident, you are not alone. The audience average is just a 3. This poll is now closed. Thank you for participating. Doug and I are getting out of here now so we can turn it over to Sports Director Jacob Leonard. Friday night football action straight ahead.
You're watching 4 State Friday Night, proudly sponsored by LeBet Health, GN Bank, and KOAM.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into week 11 of 4 State Friday Night. This week is a huge week for playoff football in both Southeast Kansas and Southwest Missouri. It's district semifinals week in Missouri, regional championship week in Kansas. We're going to start in Southeast Kansas with 2 of the best out of the CNC in Frontenac and Galena. Now, they're in the same league, but they did not play in the regular season. Now tonight, Raiders and Bulldogs meet in Galena for a 3A regional championship. Galena 8-1. Frontenac enters at 7-2. Now, first drive for Frontenac, Justice Compton. Dude is such a tough runner. Compton picks up 25 and the first down. The Raiders finish off the drive with quarterback Colin McCartney getting in for a 4-yard touchdown. Frontenac up 7-0. Quick answer, though, from Galena. Look at this. 4th and 10 from the 25. Brett Sarwinski rolls out and hits Dawson Mooney. Big play there, but Frontenac leads 14-6 after 1. Now in the second, it was all defense. Right before half, McCartney to the end zone as time expires. It falls incomplete, so it's still 14-6 going to the break. Frontenac defense just smothered Galena all night. Big third quarter from Mario Mangini. Gets the interception on the near sideline. Then later in the third, it's Mangini again, his second interception of the quarter. Big return all the way across the field. Raiders add a touchdown off the turnover to go up 21-6. Now in the fourth, more Frontenac defense. It's Brady Stanley with the pick this time. Raiders hold Galena to just 6 points. Frontenac rolls 31-6. They move on to face Rock Creek in the state quarterfinals next week. Well, staying in the 3A bracket, the Girard Trojans host Parsons tonight for a regional title. Now, these 2 teams have been 2 of the best stories in Southeast Kansas all season. Girard is undefeated, while Parsons is 7-2 after winning just 3 games last season. And tonight, only one will earn a regional championship and move on to the quarterfinals. Early on for Girard, pitch goes out here for the Trojans. Getting into the end zone, Girard on top early. Parsons has the response here deep down the middle. Gets taken down in the red zone, but they would find their way to the end zone here, pass down the far sideline. Parsons staying in it there, but Girard with the ball again. Nigaman rolls out to his left. He's looking to the 10-yard line. Actually, he's down at the 5. Then Nigaman going back to the air this time. Brecken Troike there, diving across the goal line. In the end, though, Girard wins and moves on over Parsons. They'll play for a sectional title next week. Moving now to Southwest Missouri, the Joplin Eagles are in the Class 6 District 3 semifinals after getting by Lee Summit in double overtime last week. Tonight, Joplin aims to move on to the district championship game, hosting the Nixa Eagles. This second meeting of the season between the 2 teams. Joplin beat Nixa by 3 in the regular season. Joplin facing 4th down on the 15, handoff to Quentin Renfro. Eagles fumble, Lonnie Walker recovers, and Nixa takes over. And they get all the way down to the other end. 3rd and long, looking for Chase Hammett, but Corey Reed is there to break up the pass. Nixa settles for a field goal. They take the lead 13-10. Fourth quarter, though, Renfro makes the short run right in for the score. Joplin takes the lead 17-13. Eagles would punch in another. They get it done 24-13. They'll play Lee Summit North in the district championship game. To the Class 5 District 6 bracket, Carthage at home against Willard in the semifinals after a bye in round 1. All smooth for Carthage tonight. They roll 42-20 to move on to the district championship game next week. Luke Gall, another nice night. 3 touchdowns tonight for the Tigers. After a bye in round 1, the Lamar Tigers are back in the Class 2 District 4 semifinals. Lamar welcomes in East Newton tonight. The Tigers roll 48-6 to pick up their 21st consecutive win, move on to the district championship. Lamar faces Fair Grove for a district title next Friday. Well, we have a lot to get to still. When we come back, Chanute hosts Bishop Miege for a 4A regional title. Also, Webb City faces Republic, looking to move on to the district championship game. We'll have those highlights and a lot more. The Webb City Cardinals had a bye in the first round of the Class 5 District 6 playoffs last week. Tonight, the Cardinals hit the field at home in their playoff opener, hosting the Republic Tigers. And Webb City beat Willard by 36 in the regular season, Republic. The winner of this one faces Carthage in the district championship. Webb City on the board first. Republic tries to tie it up. Pass is a little off target. Brenton Wilson there for the interception. Cardinals with the ball trying to extend their lead. Cole Vaden looking. Finds Trey Rhodes. Makes the catch inside the 5. Cardinals walking in on the next play to go up 14-0. Then Avery Moody keeps it. Knocks a guy down outside and down the sideline. Nice run there, but Webb City continues to roll. They take down Republic 35-7. The Nevada Tigers opened up the playoffs last week with a 64-6 win over the KC East Bears. It was the 5th time that Nevada has scored more than 50 points in a game this season. The Tigers aim to stay rolling tonight and move on to the district championship, hosting the Bolivar Liberators. The Tigers ball early on. Handoff goes to Avius Stedman. He busts through the line, dusts the defense. Stedman takes it all the way to the house for the touchdown. 2-point conversion after that gives the Tigers 8-0 lead in the first quarter. Our Liberators with the ball now. Brant Meredith. Pass to Josh Bowes in the end zone. Bolivar within 1 with that, and then on their 2-point conversion, Meredith takes the snap and keeps it. Bounces off defenders and in. That makes it 8-8. This game did not want to end. It took 3 overtimes, but Nevada gets by Bolivar in the end, 40-38. The McDonald County Mustangs, and they've been a great story this year. They're 9-1 after beating Monette 35-0 in the first round of the playoffs last week. It's their best season in school history so far, and they're not done. McDonald County tops Hillcrest 48-21 tonight. The Mustangs now 10-1. They'll face West Plains for the Class 4 District 6 title next week. Well, the Chanute Blue Comets are also enjoying a special season this fall. Chanute blew out Bonner Springs in the first round of the playoffs last week. It was their 8th straight win, puts them at 8-1 coming into the night. Now, a huge game this evening for the Blue Comets. They're at home playing for a regional championship against Bishop Miege. Miege strikes first. Mac Armstrong, great quarterback name, out to Rowan Putz. Putz does the rest. Gets into the end zone. Failed 2-point conversion makes it 6-0. Now Chanute responds and takes the lead. Ty Leedy on the ground. Ball comes loose right before he scores, but Cam Custer there to jump on it. Chanute takes a 7-6 lead. But then the Stags pull away. Armstrong goes back to Putz. This one deep down the sideline, wide open for the score. Miege back in front 13-7. Then later in the second quarter, they go to the ground game. It's Jalen Birch finding his way in for the touchdown. Chanute hangs around, but Miege ends the Comets season, winning 33-21. Well, after a big win against Colgan last week, the Humboldt Cubs aim to earn a 2A regional title tonight on the road against Wellsville. Eagles, though, too much for Humboldt. They win at 49-8. Humboldt finishes the season with a 6-4 overall record. It's the 5th straight year the Cubs have finished with a 500 record or better. The Riverton Rams have a chance to claim a regional championship on their home field tonight. The Rams host the Osage City Indians this evening in the second round of the 2A playoffs. Riverton 7-2 coming into this one, while Osage City has just 1 loss at 8-1. Osage City with the ball in the first. Landon Boss keeps it. Short run into the end zone. Indians up 7-0. On into the second now. Riverton tries to get going. Walker Terry passes it, but it's intercepted by Boss. Eventually he's taken down. That would lead to this. Boss passes to his wide open man, Caden Kirkpatrick. He walks into the end zone. Tough first half for Riverton. They go down 14-0, but better news. They own the second half. Riverton gets by Osage City 28-22 in overtime. In 8-man action in Southeast Kansas, St. Paul Indians are on the road facing Lebo for a regional title. St. Paul falls in this one 50-0. Indians finish the season with a 6-4 overall record. Well, that's all the time we have here tonight. Be sure to switch over to our sister station, Fox 14, at 11 o'clock for Press Box. That show is 30 minutes, all football. We'll have even more high school highlights and scores from all across the area. For now, though, that's it. Thanks for staying up with us. We'll see you right back here next Friday.